The world of the drug trade has long been a subject of fascination and controversy in various circles. This time we will delve into a different perspective, exploring the beauty and impact of women involved in this dangerous industry. Throughout history, we have seen how some women have played prominent roles in the world of the drug trade, and how they have managed to maintain an image of elegance and sophistication. In today's video, we will look at some of the most beautiful women in the narco world, their influence on the business, and how their presence has challenged traditional gender stereotypes. Number 1. The Queen. Sabrina Duran. Sabrina Duran Montero, also known as the Latina narco influencer or the Narco Queen, was brutally murdered in broad daylight and in front of onlookers in the commune of Padre Hurtado, Santiago de Chile. Duran Montero was famous on social media for her content related to the drug trade, with a TikTok account boasting over 425,000 followers. Sabrina used to share videos of herself dancing to reggaeton, showcasing the products she bought, and even making posts from jail. However, her popularity on social media did not go unnoticed by authorities and criminals. The young woman led a gang of criminals operating in the neighborhood where she was murdered, and her brothers were also involved. She had recently been released on parole a few months ago. On the day of her death, Sabrina was attacked by 2 hitmen traveling in a van, shooting her up to 8 times and delivering a coup de grace when she was already lying on the ground. Despite being urgently taken to a hospital in Santa Rosa de Chena, doctors could not save her life. The Chilean police are investigating the case under the hypothesis of a possible settling of scores between rival gangs. Duran Montero had a criminal record for receiving stolen vehicles, vehicle robbery, and drug trade. She had been convicted twice for cocaine and base paste trafficking. During her time in prison, Sabrina Duran had a romantic relationship with Antonella Marchand, leader of the cartel known as Los Marchands, who was arrested in 2021 and is serving a 15-year sentence. Both shared a cell at the San Miguel Women's Penitentiary. In September, Lena expressed her love for Antonella on social media. Antonella Marchand wrote on social media, "I love you so much, my beautiful baby. Always together, hand in hand, overcoming adversities that life puts in our way, but we stay strong because our love is real." After celebrating their second anniversary, number 2, Emma Coronel. Emma Coronel, known as the wife of the world's most famous drug trafficker, is considered the most faithful representation of the term buchona, referring to sensual women linked to drug trafficking. There are beauty tutorials on YouTube detailing how to resemble her. Emma was born on July 2, 1989, in California but grew up in Mexico. Her life was like any other young person's until the age of 17. However, everything changed when she became the queen of the Coffee and Guava Festival, catching the attention of the former leader of the Sinaloa cartel during the trial against El Chapo Guzman. On January 10, 2019, it was revealed that Emma Coronel knew about her husband's business and plots, despite claiming otherwise, although the prosecution did not call her as a witness. The messages revealed that Joaquin Guzman gave her instructions on how to communicate. In the trial, it was also revealed that El Chapo maintained an extramarital relationship with Agustina Cabanillas Acosta, arrested in a raid in February 2012. It was said that she became his personal plaything, and he liked her a lot. On February 22, 2021, Emma Coronel was arrested at Dulles International Airport, Virginia. Initially accused of drug trafficking, it was speculated that Damaso López Núñez, alias El Licenciado, had implicated her as an operator of the Sinaloa cartel. It was later reported that she had surrendered to U.S. justice agencies to secure a deal and receive witness protection in exchange for providing information about the cartel. In the days before the start of her trial, it was reported that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman requested the judge to allow him to hug Emma Coronel as a show of support during the trial against him. Briefly interrupting to remind you to like the video if you're enjoying it, and to subscribe so our community can grow even more. Now, let's continue. Number 3. The Doll. Her capture in October 2015 caused a stir in society. Not only was she one of the most wanted women in the United States, but she had also managed to establish connections with the 2 most powerful Mexican cartels. Moreover, her physical appearance did not go unnoticed, leading to attention from men's magazines. Playboy even named her the sexiest drug trafficker in the world. Ana Maria Hernández Ledesma, alias The Doll, was included in the most wanted list in several countries. In 2013, a U.S. court found her guilty of drug trafficking and aiding and abetting the bribery of a public official. She was also wanted by the U.S. Marshals and the U.S. Marshals. Her story in the world of Narco unfolded between the Juarez and Sinaloa cartels. Her ability to navigate between these powerful criminal organizations made her a highly relevant figure in the world of drug trafficking. However, her capture in 2015 marked the end of an era for her and left a void in the world of organized crime. Ana Maria Hernandez Ledesma became a symbol of the connection between beauty and the narco world, arousing interest from both society and the media. She was the wife of Daniel Ledesma, a Customs and Border Protection inspector who was arrested in 2010 in the United States on charges of drug trafficking. It was suspected that his wife was involved in the organization's criminal activities, since she received information from members about planned crossings and consulted with Ledesma to provide them with the best route to avoid any inspection. Once in the United States, the doll was responsible for distributing the merchandise in different cities such as Chicago, Miami, St. Louis, and several cities in Florida. Her appearance allowed her to go unnoticed, posing as a high society woman. However, her love for luxury and ostentatious living left clear traces. During a 4-day trip to Las Vegas in 2008, her extravagant lifestyle became more evident. Additionally, a $30,000 cash payment to build a pool in her El Paso home definitively put her on the authorities' radar. Her capture finally took place after surveillance by Mexican authorities in various cities on the northern border. Number 4. Claudia Berenice Ochoa Felix. She was a controversial figure who earned the nickname of the Kim Kardashian of organized crime. She was attributed leadership of a group of hitmen known as Los Amtraks, allegedly working for the Sinaloa Cartel. Her fame skyrocketed when photos circulated on social media, where she boasted about weapons, money, luxuries, trucks, and mansions, attracting the attention of many men. On her Facebook profile, Claudia claimed to live in Culiacan, Sinaloa, and to have studied modeling. According to the blog Narco Noticias, she was an influential woman in the world of drug trafficking, surrounded by loves and hatreds and attracting violent men. However, she repeatedly denied her ties to crime and even held a press conference to refute the accusations against her. Currently, her social media profiles have been suspended or set to private. Tragically, Claudia Berenice Ochoa Felix was found lifeless in a room in the Isla Musulmana housing complex in Culiacan. According to local media reports, her body was discovered around 6:50 p.m. The Sinaloa prosecutor's office determined that her death was caused by asphyxiation due to bronchoaspiration, ruling out the involvement of third parties. The news of her death was confirmed by her brother Sergio through his official Facebook account, where Claudia used to be very active. Information about the place where the woman's wake would take place was also provided, and hundreds of followers attended to bid her farewell. However, her influence on social media is not limited solely to images and videos circulating from her final farewell. Over the years, her figure has become an icon of Buchonas cultures in Mexico, leaving an indelible mark on the memory of her followers. Despite her tragic death 3 years ago, Ochoa Felix's followers continue to pay tribute to her and keep her memory alive on social media through comments and reactions on posts presumed to be made by a family member. From Claudia's profile, her followers express their admiration and affection for her. Number 5. Sandra Avila Beltran. The journalist was captivated by the extraordinary beauty of Sandra Avila Beltran, a woman whose charm did not go unnoticed in the country. He had the privilege of being one of the first communicators to interview the Queen of the Pacific, a nickname given to Avila Beltran by the media, hailing from Sinaloa, the cradle of Mexican drug trafficking. Her uncle was Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, known as El Padrino, one of the great drug lords of the 81s, a founder of the drug empire in Mexico. Although little is known about her life, it has been revealed that she enrolled in the prestigious Universidad Autónoma de Guadalajara, the UAG, to study communication sciences. Her peers described her as an ostentatious woman, always adorned with jewels, and even feared because she seemed to fit perfectly into the profile of women involved in the world of drug trafficking. Sandra Avila Beltran moved in dangerous circles, surrounded by powerful and feared people in the underworld of drug trafficking. Despite her youth, she showed dazzling determination and courage in an environment dominated by men. Avila Beltran's fame spread rapidly, not only due to her family relationship with El Padrino but also because of her own role in the world of drug trafficking. She was known for her cunning and ability to make strategic decisions that ensured the success of her operations. Not only was she a beautiful woman, but also a powerful and influential figure in a dangerous and violent world. A day that will be etched in the memory of authorities and the general public. The police made a historic discovery at the Pacific port of Manzanillo, Colima, in the midst of an undercover operation. They found the astonishing amount of over 9 tons of cocaine hidden on a ship. This impressive seizure was a severe blow to the drug cartels operating in the region, causing a great stir throughout the country. This significant discovery led to the capture of the most prominent figure in the world of drug trafficking, Sandra Avila Beltran, popularly known as the Queen of the Pacific. Her arrest took place on September 28, 2007, a day that marked a before and after in the history of organized crime in Mexico. But the story does not end here. On that same day, the authorities also arrested Juan Diego Espinoza, alias El Tigre, the main operator of the Norte del Valle de Colombia cartel and Sandra Avila Beltran's romantic partner. This joint arrest not only revealed their close connection, but also exposed the complexity and interconnection of drug trafficking networks on an international level. However, Sandra Avila Beltran's life was shrouded in even deeper mysteries and tragedies. Before her relationship with El Tigre and her career in drug trafficking, Avila Beltran was married to 2 police commanders. Initially, these law enforcement officers gradually turned into drug traffickers, plunging into the dark world of organized crime. Unfortunately, the lives of the 2 commanders took a tragic turn when they were killed by hired hitmen, probably as a consequence of their own illegal activities. This tragic fate marked the beginning of a series of events that would lead Sandra Avila Beltran to become a central figure in the world of drug trafficking. Her charisma and beauty attracted the attention of powerful people within the criminal world, and Avila Beltran quickly rose through the ranks of the drug trafficking hierarchy. Her relationship with El Tigre and her involvement in high-level operations made her a feared and respected figure in the darkest circles of crime. After a series of complex and prolonged legal negotiations, Sandra Avila Beltran finally pleaded guilty to providing financial support to her partner, El Tigre, a prominent operator of the Norte del Valle de Colombia cartel. As a result of her plea, she was sentenced to 70 months in prison, marking a significant milestone in the fight against drug trafficking in Mexico and Colombia. During her time in prison, Avila Beltran was immersed in a complex and dangerous penitentiary environment. However, her calm demeanor and ability to adapt to circumstances allowed her to survive and stay relatively away from internal conflicts that often occurred in that environment. And well, friends, that's it for today's video. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe by activating the notification bell so you won't miss more videos like these. We'll see you in the next one.